Algebra Honors, Unit 7, Day 8. This is actually the second video working on this very paper. I had some technical difficulties. So this is our Unit 7 on polynomials, Day 8. We're factoring. We're factoring by grouping when we have four-term polynomials. And so we've actually already done 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the first video. And then I had some issues, so we're going to jump right down here to number 5. Okay, there's a typo here. So please make sure that your paper says 2p to the 5th plus 8p to the 4th plus 18p to the 3rd plus 12p squared. Okay, so there was a typo, sorry for that. First thing I want to do is see if there's a greatest common factor, and I can definitely take p squared out of everything, and it looks like I could take 2 out as well. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to say that I have 2p times, actually 2p squared, sorry, I'm going to take 2p squared out of everything, and so I have 6p to the 3rd plus 4p squared plus 9p plus 6. Okay, so I took out a greatest common factor first. Now I'm going to see if I can factor the inside stuff by grouping. So I still keep 2p squared out. 6p cubed plus 4p squared, it looks like I can take out 2p squared. And I'm left with 3p plus 2. Over here, it looks like I can take out 3. And I'm left with 3p plus 2. Right? 3, 9p plus 6. Okay. Excuse me. I have two matching binomials, so I still have 2p squared on the outside. I'm going to pull that 3p plus 2, and I'm left with 2p squared plus 3. 2p squared plus 3. All right, so looking here, I don't see anything else that I can pull out of each of those, so I believe I am fully factored. I believe. I hope. Okay, if you want to check your work, you're going to multiply those binomials first and then distribute through that 2p squared again. All right, over here we do also have a wee little typo. This is actually 18e squared. That's an easier fix. 2e to the 4th minus 8e third plus 18e squared minus 72e. I'm going to take just 2e out of everything. So I have 2e times e to the 3rd minus 4e squared plus 9e minus 36. All right. Now I'm going to try to factor by grouping, so I still have that 2e out. I'm going to take e squared out, and I'm left with e minus 4, plus, let's take out a 9, and I'm left with e minus 4. Okay, I have a matching binomial, which of course is one of my big goals, so I still have 2e on the outside. I don't know why I have a parenthesis there. I want it to be a bracket. Sorry. On the outside, I have 2e. So inside, I'm going to pluck out that e minus 4, and I'm left with e squared plus 9. And that's not a difference of squares, that's a sum of squares, so I can't do anything more with that. So I think that's my end answer. Okay, you know you don't really need those brackets, right? If I wanted to just erase those out, watch this magic. I don't need those brackets, that's just kind of extra superfluous stuff. So 2e times e minus 4 times e squared plus 9. Okay, look at the next guy. 16g to the 4th minus 56g to the 3rd plus 64g squared minus 224g. What is the biggest number I can take out of all of these guys? So I wonder if 16 goes into 56. I don't think so. And I'm going to check and see if it goes into 224. So checking with my handy calculator, 16 does not divide evenly into 56, but 8 goes into 16, 8 goes into 56, 8 goes into 64, and 224 divided by 8 is 28. So I'm going to pull 8 out for sure. G to the 4, G to the 3, G to the 2, G. So I'm going to pull out 8 g and see what I'm left with. I will be left with 2g cubed, minus 7g squared plus 8g minus 28. Okay, all I did was I pulled out 8g from everything, and hopefully I did that all right. Now I'm grouping, so I have 8g on the outside, and it looks like I could at least pull g squared there. And I'm left with 2g minus 7 plus 8g minus 28. 4, I can pull 4 out of those guys, so I'm going to say 4 times 2g minus 7. Well, hey, look, that matches, so that's what I often want. So I have 8g on the outside, and I'm going to say that I have 2g minus 7 times what's left is g squared plus 4. And again, we don't need those brackets. We could write that as 8g times 2g minus 7 times g squared plus 4. And that is my final answer. I double checked and looked, and I can't break up any of those things any further. Okay, again, because that's a sum of squares, yeah? 4x squared plus 8x cubed plus 12x squared plus 4x. Well, I certainly can get an x out of everything, and I certainly can get a 4 out of everything. So let's pull out 4x, and I'm left with x plus 2x. Oh, it's out of order. X plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay, so, I wonder if that's a typo. What do you guys think? Here, I would want to combine like terms, but I'm going to pause you for a moment because I bet that was not supposed to be that. Hold on. All right, so bear with me. I'm making an executive decision. I'm going to call this one 4x to the 4th, and I'm going to say, yes, we totally need to revise this. So sorry for all the typos. I'm going to call that 4x to the 4th, okay? If that was 4x to the 4th, that's going to leave me with x cubed. I just feel like that's probably what we were trying to do. Now I'm going to try to do some grouping, so hopefully I can group it all out. I'm going to pull an x squared here, so I have x squared times x plus 2, and that's going to be plus, well, that doesn't pull anything out here. 1 times 3x plus 1. I don't have anything matching, so I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say let's scratch that guy. Scratch that problem. Okay? Because it didn't help me show you how I was supposed to be grouping. So we're just going to ignore that one. Sorry. All right, 56m cubed minus 28m squared minus 42m plus 21. Let's see what we can do with this. I can divide not by 3. I thought I was going to divide everybody by 3. 7, I can do 7. Okay, so this is going to be 7 times 8m cubed minus 4m squared minus 6m plus 3. All right, so 8m cubed minus 4. Let's just hope this is all going to be working out. I'm going to pull out 4m squared. That leaves me with 2m minus 1. And over here, I'm going to pull out negative 3, and that leaves me with 2m minus 1. That's looking more like how I want you to see things. Keep that 7 on the outside, and I'm going to have 2m minus 1 times 4m squared minus 3. And I don't see anything that I could pull out of there as other factors, so I think we're okay. Okay, 72x to the 4th plus 48z3 plus 126z squared plus 84z. Oof. Definitely taking a z out of everything, and then I gotta figure out what big numbers. So I think the best I can do is 6. So let's try that. I'm gonna take 6z out of everything. 6z. That leaves me with 6 goes into 72, 6 goes into 7, 12 times. z to the third. 6 goes into 48 8 times, oops, plus 8z squared, plus 6 goes into 12 2 times and into 6 1, z, 21z, plus 6 goes into 8 once, 14, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to look for factors in my terms. So I have 6z times 12z cubed plus 8z squared. I'm going to pull out 4z squared, and that leaves me with 3z plus 2. 21z and 14, I'm going to pull out a 7, so I have 7 plus 7 times 3z plus 2. Well, that's nice. 3z plus 2 matches. So 6z on the outside, and then I'm going to pull out 3z plus 2, and I'm left with 4z squared plus 7. Okay, so yeah, sorry for the typos, sorry for this one big disaster problem right there, but thank you so much for watching, and good, there's nothing else on the back. So good luck, and thanks again.